Finally, we know where he is. To the Institute. And I know just who to find to help me out. Let's go find those Brotherhood guys.
We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Okay, there's literally no way this isn't all in my head. Hello everybody and welcome, you're watching Dave Playing Games. My name is Dave and I am playing Fallout 4. There is so much to get to today and I can't bloody wait, it's going to be so much fun. With it confirmed the Sinister Institute behind all of this, I'm going to need to hunt them down. Made all the more complicated by Captain Cornflake saying it's not even possible. I'm going to need Nick Valentine and see if he has any more leads. Another potential thread on finding them is the Brotherhood of Steel and Paladin Dance. They seem like a good group to fall in with, and they're at odds with the Institute. And they've just shown up with an enormous floating whatever, so points for style. And of course, there is another thing I need to do as well. If I'm to try and make sense of all this insanity, then I want to go to Cabot House, but I'll get to why a little bit later on. So I've just encountered a camp that's inhabited only by a dog. Not really significant, but as it's now allowed me to level up, I just thought I'd show that off quickly. So very quickly, I'm just going to take that second rank of blacksmith. So back to Diamond City and let's go meet up with Nick Valentine. Whilst we're here, we're going to quickly repair our power armor. And the reason we took that second rank in blacksmith was because I'm going to be attaching a heating coil to my super sledge. So now, as you will see, it not only does its enormous damage, but also has an additional 42 energy damage on top. A lovely little upgrade. Well, with all that sorted, let's go back and speak to Nick.
Well, speak of the devil.
What happened?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute? Oh boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
I need to find a way.
Well, this bodes well, doesn't it?
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right?
Kellogg. Huh.
There's a slight issue with that. I don't think he's going to remember too much after the hammer to the face.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive. Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with it.
The past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari.
Luckily for all of us, I have compulsive looting tendencies, and...
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
I guess we're going back to the memory den then. And potentially against my better judgment, I think I'm going to leave my armor here for a bit, so let's hope I don't run into too many monsters. See, this is why we go through the rubbish. Perfectly good fusion core just lying around in a bin. See, you may call this junk, but me, I call it treasure. Do you know what? Don't worry about it. There was a guy in a shop who used to say that. It was a thing. And we have finally made it back to Good Neighbor. The astute eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that my health bar's taken a bit of a dink. So a few parts ago, you may remember that I encountered a whole bunch of zombies in a graveyard. In fact, that was the first time that I tried to come to Good Neighbor. Well, I took the same route, I found them again, and they did a bit of damage. And into the memory den, right? Let's have a chat with Irma, Dr. Amari, even if this place does bring back some unpleasant memories. We've immediately been directed downstairs where Dr. Amari is. I've not been downstairs before. I wonder what we will find.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I remember you. The memory inducement.
Well, at least you remember me from before. So...
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad?
That is an excellent
You
question.
don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
How much of the brain do you need exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Well, that's handy. So here's a little bit. It's got some brain stuck to it.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is...
That's disgusting.
Wait. That's the hippocampus.
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So it's USB. Everything in the Institute is USB? Fine.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take.
I am also completely comfortable with, putting him at risk.
All right, let's do this.
Let's see here. I need you to
She literally just put it in his shoulder. She has no idea what she's doing.
A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there.
Is there a particular reason why I have to get in that one and he has to get in that one, despite the fact that I was stood here and he was stood... Do you know what, whatever.
Just hold on.
Here we go again.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? You weren't there to help them.
You're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Initiate. System off.
So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute, Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. The glowing sea can kill a man in seconds.
Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? Somewhere that's literally going to kill me just by stepping in there. Nothing's ever straightforward.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor?
Well, that's handy. I've got one of those, so,
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck.
So it seems as though we're going to have to head into the glowing sea, which is going to be really, really dangerous and highly radioactive. Now, we do have a suit of power armor, but I still feel like there's going to be more preparations necessary.
Perhaps we should organize a conference of fellow physicians so we can share our theories.
My theory is you're a little off your rocker.
As you've met the Murder Globes then. Actually, speaking of which...
Doctor, my friend here needs your help.
Oh? I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Oh, this doctor can help me? I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
Is she serious?
I'm afraid so. And if you've got any sort of previous with dealing with brains and memories and all that sort of stuff, I mean...
Can you do it or not?
I won't even consider something like this unless there's a good reason.
I was programmed to further our studies of disease, pathogens, and viruses. I cannot do this with the fundamental limitations of my robotic systems.
A pre-war robot with your knowledge and skills plus human cognition. Yes, you could potentially save many lives. It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. Her personality, though. All the extra pieces of robotic, programmed decision-making. A normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them. A synth brain, on the other hand, well, it's already somewhere between the two.
Okay, can you do it, or...?
So it is possible, then?
Likely, even. We just need a synth. I've worked on synths before. Giving them memory wipes so they can live a life free of the Institute.
This gets easier and easier.
But the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes wrong, it can leave them in a brain-dead state. I know a caretaker for one of these brain-dead synths. If they're willing, we could try transferring your friend's consciousness into her.
Well, I promised I'd help her, and you seem to know what you're doing, and you even have a solution, so come on then.
I'd like to try.
We just need her caretaker's consent. Give me a day to get in contact with them.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
Okay, so sadly we've had to lose Curie temporarily, but if this gets her into a human brain, or as close as possible in that of a synth, then that's all good for us. And this guy's still here. Has anyone checked he's not dead? But I am hungry, I am tired, and I need a drink, so I'm gonna pop back to the hotel and try and get some rest. And with any luck, maybe Curie will be ready to go as well. We are not nearly ready to take on a radioactive hell pit like the Glowing Sea, and as everyone seems to think power armor is the way to go forward, I'm going to want my power armor to be the best it can possibly be. Now, I think the Brotherhood of Steel are probably the best people to help with that, as they seem quite keen on the power armor as well, but as I said, it's going to take preparations, and that's going to take money. And luckily right here in Good Neighbor, I encountered someone who was willing to offer me paying work, which leads me on to the other thing that I want to do. Cabot House. You see, that seems like a good route to understand what this madness is. I was approached by a Draugr who was friendly and also wanted to offer me work. I was served drinks by a murder robot, which I've only got experience of them trying to kill me until I came here. I am surrounded by familiar things in unfamiliar places. Maybe this is just my mind scrambling everything up to try and make sense of it all, but if the suggestion is to go and speak to this Cabot person, maybe following that trail will give me a clue, and if not, well, they said they're going to pay me, so it's going to be win-win. See, all that being said is all well and good, but the problem I have is that I don't have my armour, and I've just been approached for some sort of mercenary work. I mean, all this leather will afford me a little bit of protection, but it's very, very dangerous out here. Fortunately, where I need to go, Cabot House, is supposedly right round the corner. I'm just hoping I can get to it before there's any real issues. He says, stumbling upon it immediately. Well, that was good.
Go away.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Wait, was that Deegan chap?
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
Yes it was. Okie dokie.
Lead on.
Oh, this looks nice.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to.
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn.
I really don't know what to expect from this guy.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me?
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh?
I mean, I approve. I like to know who I'm working for. What?
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time?
Don't interrupt, Edward. Say humans perish from the Earth, as they seem intent upon doing. Say thousands of years from now, a new civilization arose. What would they know of us?
Even after thousands of years, there would be plenty left to find of our civilization.
There would be something left, but perhaps less than you think. The ancients built mighty works that they must have thought would stand the test of time. Yet we know next to nothing about them. In fact, most people don't know they even existed.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
That was interesting.
Good. If you like that kind of thing, you've come to the right place. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me.
That sounds simple enough. Do you know what it is?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction.
The symbolism of me being sent to an insane asylum has not been lost on me, but it seems like a fairly easy job, so let's get... I'm stuck in here. Hello? Hello, I'm stuck in here. Oh, I've been given a key. Nice. And, oh my god, I've been... Okay, right, that's... Okay. So Edward Deegan has shown me where this insane asylum is, and he's marked it on the map, and it's miles away, and there's a dog. Right, where's the other one? Where's the other dog? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh, sneaky. See, this is what I'm talking about. I've literally just walked out and I'm being attacked by dogs. Anything bigger than dogs and I'm in a world of trouble. See, this is what I'm talking about. Familiar things in unfamiliar places. That's a boat. In a building. And bandits. There's bandits. The question is, how many of them? There's at least a couple. And there's another one coming up. Oh, and there's one around there. Okay, maybe I don't want to be here. Oh, God! Okay, this is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. I definitely should not have come here without my armour. Where the hell are they coming from? Oh, and it's a legendary. Of course it's a legendary. There's another one that's come up. Managed to deal with them quite easily. Ooh, and there's the legendary. Right, I've got to deal with you quickly. There's only one more, then that's not too bad. Right, let's close in on you. And he's down as well. Fantastic. Oh, and there's one more. Where do these guys keep coming from? Still in danger, so there must be more around. And his special drop was a violent pipe revolver pistol, so not sure what I can do with that. In fact, I don't think I want to be here much longer at all. I'm just going to flee. If there's more of them, they'll just have to wonder where I went. In fact, it gets better. I've just looked at my map. I didn't even need to go that way anyway. It's a dead end. Okay, so let's try and come round here, and hopefully it's a little bit safer. In fact, I should have known it's going to bring me towards that weird ship that I noticed. Probably should have taken more notice of that beforehand. And are those robots? It looks like it's got loads of robots on it. Yep, this is definitely an indicator of madness.
The captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the double quick, sir.
Wait, what? Oh, this day just gets weirder and weirder. Okay, this definitely isn't what I was planning to do today, but I suppose I'll go and check it out. Ooh. No, should be so lucky that's not a fusion core. Ah, and there's that massive flying ship as well. Okay, I'll be checking that out soon. I was going to say this is turning out to be ridiculously complicated to get in, but there's a hatch.
This is the captain speaking. We're taking on an allied soldier. Clear the berth. Disable defenses. Make way.
I take it all back. This isn't familiar at all.
Midshipmen, stand down. Stand down, I say. This soldier is a guest on our vessel. Please afford him all appropriate courtesies.
This is such a peculiar place.
Unidentified. Intruder. Intruder.
No, you've got this all wrong.
This is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting permission to use
lethal force.
Hang on, what?
Wait, what, you're gonna kill me?
Affirmative.
Stand down. That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
I, Captain, standing down.
Okay, let's go speak to this captain then, which I'm guessing is you.
Your lookout told me to come up here. Why?
I confess, we need your assistance. You visit this fine vessel in trying times. Be calm these long years on her airy perch.
We're being shot. We're being shot. Did you just... How are you...
A sad state of affairs for such a historic ship.
On that, we are in agreement. What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but Morats and ne'er-do-wells as targets.
I would quite like to not be shot. Can we hurry this up, please?
Systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
Just tell me what you need.
Good man. Consult with the Bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Our look lively, lads. Scavengers approach.
Man the cannons. Right, well, the cannons are all along here, and they appear to be wired up to this. So, just going to quickly activate that. Woo. I feel like I should be doing more to help, but it sounds like there's a lot of them. Well, the one thing they don't need any help with is fighting. They, oh god, there's more.
Continuing search for fugitive.
Right, so what was it they wanted me to do? Talk with the navigator, talk with Bosun. Okay, lovely, let's do that. This is absolutely not what I wanted to do today. I thought I could go to Cabot House, do everything they wanted me to do. I have immediately got distracted. But it's difficult not to be distracted when I'm on a boat in a building manned by robots. Right, you're up first. Ooh. You're not the most terrifying of Bosun with no arms, but...
Your very presence does this humble unit a great honor. My programming would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
Do you often just interject, as you put it?
Indeed I do. I exclaim from exuberance, and not because I've been reprogrammed 5 times to wholeheartedly embrace these marvelous turns of phrase and anachronisms. My metal heart burns with a fierce love and affection for our captain. Huzzah!
Anyway, you wanted some help.
You certainly have pep.
Much obliged for the compliment. But on to the mission of the day. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much-needed supplies, including replacement power cables, sir. Alas, with my severe lack of appendages,
I had
find
noticed.
myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
Okay, fine.
I'll get right on it.
Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude.
So this should be fairly straightforward. There is a box just here with a whole bunch of cables, and I need the cables to repair them, which are in this box. New power cables. Lovely. So, couldn't be simpler. Right. No. Install new power cables. And they are done. Lovely. Oh, but there appears to be more than one. Right, where are the other ones? Ah, there's another one just down here on the deck below. And the final one just on the side of the ship here. Perfect. All installed. Everyone is happy. So, back to the Bosun, see what he's got to say about all this.
Hey, Bosun.
Our courses through the Constitution's veins. Again! Her systems, long starved, flicker to life. Huzzah! However, this has brought to light further failures in our power grid.
Don't worry. I'll get you up and running.
Only for you, sir. Power relay coils are a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers?
And now we've been sent to get a replacement power relay coil. Absolutely no idea where we're going to find one of those, but... Ooh, what's this? I'm guessing this is where it needs to go. Yes, it is. Right. Well, if I'm going to have to go out of the ship to go and buy a part, I'll see if the navigator has anything for me to do.
Ahoy, soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties. Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
Okay, so where is it?
I just need to know where the chip is.
Chip is with the thieves. Human scavengers. Reclaim chip at Scavengers Forward Recon Station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Right, so now I'm going to have to go and take on some scavengers as well. Yeah, this is getting silly. So very quickly, whilst I leave the ship, I'm going to level up, and this level I'm going to take something which actually, as it turns out, is going to be super duper useful. I'm going to take Aqua Boy. So, water is your ally, you no longer take radiation damage from swimming and can breathe underwater. That's fantastic, that means that we can... Oh blimey, what's happened here? And here is a woman who we are to talk to.
So you talked with a tin can. What do you have to say?
Ironside says you stole a guidance chip. He wants it back.
His guidance chip, right. You know what he needs it for, his rockets. The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
I'm sure there's a good reason he needs them.
You seriously want to help that idiot Bolts for Brains? Screw that robot and come work with us. There's dozens more of us nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm really worried that this is going to end in tears. In fact, I'm really not sure I want to say this. However, if I'm at a precipice where I'm going to fight a bunch of people or a massive robot with laser arms...
No deal. I'm with Ironsides.
Then screw you, asshole. You're lucky we don't gun you down.
I'll say fairly lucky. Right, how many of... Okay, the music is really annoying now, it's not going to calm down at all. Well, that's enough distractions. Whilst I work out what I'm going to try and do about this music, I am going to end the episode here. Next time out, I'm going to go back and get Curie, and then we're going to try and resolve whatever this is, as well as doing the work that Cabot's asked us to do. If you have liked the video, then stick a like on the video for me and subscribe to the channel to keep up with these as they come out every single Fallout Friday. If there's anywhere in particular you would like Eric to go, then drop it down in the comments below. I will read it and take it into consideration, but until that time, take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.